Okay guys, what's up? Having a good day, hopefully? I am. It's going great. So I wanted to talk today about what exactly curation is. We're going to go a little bit more in depth into about 10 different aspects of curation instead of just saying you can upvote or you can't, or you can downvote, flag, whatever you want to say. There's a lot more to it than that. So number one, we're going to start with quality content. Then we're going to move on, talk about new users. Next, we're going to talk about upvoting your friends. After that, we'll move on to talking about big name influencers coming to the Steam platform. And next would be talking about auto votes. Is that all right? After that, we'll talk a little bit about curation trails such as Curie or Backscratcher, and we'll move on to manual curation after that. Finally, we'll get to the last three, 8, 9, and 10, and we'll talk a little bit about comments. We'll also talk about tagging your friends in your posts, and we'll end it by talking about self-voting. All right, number one, we're talking about quality content. Now, we've heard that mentioned a ton, but I'm talking about the difference between someone that has good filming equipment, experience with videography and photography, and they know how to frame an image, and they're not just holding up their camera phone and doing it. That's one thing. Then there's also people that aren't speaking the proper English at all and write horrible blogs. So that's not quality in my opinion. You'll see stuff on the trending page that's just god awful. Sometimes you'll see some well-written stuff, which is fine and dandy, but they're getting there a certain type of way. They're not getting there authentically. So with quality content, there's a lot coming into play deciding who says what's quality. It's all up to your own opinion really, but most of us know what's good and what's bad. So on to number two, we're talking about new users coming to the platform. Hopefully all of us have heard of the hashtag introduce yourself. So you post in that hashtag when you first get here as your first post, and a lot of people check that tag often to upvote the new users, and they're giving away a lot of the voting power from that. So like that's an important part, is you got to get someone established here. They can't just come in and get going right away. They need motivation. We must focus on the new users with curation. Third, of course, is going to be your friends, and everyone wants to help their friends out. Once they've helped you out too, it makes it even more instinctual for you to just keep doing it back and forth. So there's no reason to stop doing that. Keep doing that. But you're wanting to mix all these things I'm talking about together into like a healthy relationship. Number four, we're going to talk about big name influencers coming to Steam. Imagine somebody with like 5 million subscribers just decides, I'm going to come on Steam and I'm going to use DTube because YouTube's taking away my money. That's huge. They may not have any of their fans join Steam, so they're going to need us to stay motivated. But eventually they could, once they completely leave that platform or just like almost leave it, hardly use it, they'll have to tell their followers, hey, come over to Steam. Those type of people need us to motivate them, or else they're gonna leave. I've got somebody from YouTube before that had almost 100K to join, and he used YouTube, and his first video got $100. He was so excited. Then after that, his next few videos didn't get anything. He stopped using Steam. Now he's off to BitChute or something, and I'm just like, man, he could have stayed, but at the same time, there's plenty of people, so I didn't worry about it. Okay, so number five, we're talking about auto votes, and that's through something like Steam Voter or Steam Auto, which is what I use. And on that, you can just set up to where it will automatically vote for a user when they post after a certain period of time. You can set limits. There's all types of restrictions on how upvoting posts works. But yeah, I do that for people for sure, because I can't be on there to see their post every day. Well, I am on there every day, but not nonstop. So I miss some stuff, and I want to support them. So I'll have a couple people on auto vote. Number six is curation trails. The only curation trail that I'm a part of is Backscratcher. And the reason I'm a part of that is because it's very profitable. And that is an important part of being here. We're talking about motivating people after all, right? I need to keep myself motivated. Once a day, every day, I get a 20% upvote, because that's the bracket that I'm in with my Steam Power. It depends on how much you have. For me, it's a 20% upvote from everybody on the trail, as long as they're above their voting power limit, say 85%. As long as they're above 85%, they'll vote on my first post of the day. And that's huge for me. So I try to time that post to be one of my best posts. And otherwise, it allows me to automatically vote for a lot of people who are doing the same thing. They're committed to posting every day. They want that upvote. So when I vote for them, majority of the time, their content is very quality. Now, there's some people on there that aren't. You can go remove your upvote. You don't have to keep it on there. Just so you know, you can flag whatever you want. So there's options with the curation trails, and there's plenty of them. Curie is a huge one. I could probably go off the list on Steam Auto, and there'd be like 100 more. But you pick out the one you like. Again, the one I use is called Backscratcher. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Number 7 is manual curation. And with that, that's just getting on, scrolling like you normally would on any other social media app, and you're like, oh, I like this. You're just doing it, not even thinking about it, and that is manual curation. And we all do that, I would hope. If you never do that, what are you doing? You're not pushing things to the max. You need to at least do that every once in a while. Daily preferred. Now, if you're only manually curating, wouldn't you say you're missing out on a lot of opportunities to help people out and yourself included? So just think about that. Number 8 is comments. Now, we all have gotten copy and paste comments or comments that just don't make sense. Those aren't good comments, but I'm not talking about those types of comments. I'm talking about actual comments that relate to what the post was about. Those are essential, and I just think that, like, say you get a friend to join in real life and they're committed to look at all your stuff and they comment on everything, there's a big difference between seeing 4 to 20, who knows how many comments on a post, and there being 0 comments or only 1. People are going to most likely click on all the comments because they want to know what others had to say. Like, well, this must be interesting, you know? So comment on each other's posts. Don't just look at them and upvote and leave. Number 9 is tagging friends. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can, of course, tag them in your blog as you're writing it out, or you can just shout them out in a video if you're making a video. But you can also tag them in the comments, like after your post is live, comment like down on your own post and tag a bunch of people and then write a message with it. Don't just tag them, write a message so they know what you're tagging them for. And if you do that, it'll actually send them a notification in their replies. Say if they aren't using something such as Steamify, they may not get notifications, so they only check their replies. That goes to their replies. When you tag somebody in a blog, it does not notify them on Steemit, for instance. They don't even get a notification. SteamPeak, Partico, and Steamify, all these different things can send you notifications, but not everybody knows about them. They will eventually, hopefully, but not yet. It takes time. Another thing about tagging friends, sometimes I think to myself, is this okay? Like, are they getting annoyed that I'm doing this? As long as you're tagging them in something that, like, you really believe in and it's not a waste of their time, I think it's all right. I mean, I wouldn't get annoyed if someone was tagging me. I get tagged every day by this guy. He mentions me as one of the top DTube users, and I'm like, cool, man, thank you. I don't upload his post every time, but he's shout out my name. I'm not gonna get mad over that, so don't worry about it. Don't do it. Don't overdo it, of course, but you can do it. Okay, so number 10, this one is going to be probably the stickiest situation we talk about, is self-voting. With self-voting, there are some people who take it to another level, creating multiple accounts, voting on all of their posts with all these accounts, and just racking up all the dollars, all the Steam dollars, that is. Well, that just doesn't seem right, does it? It's not fair. Now, what is fair, in my opinion, is if you create a post that you're super passionate about and believe in, and you did a really good job with, you just think, man, I like this post. Just like you would someone else's post, you upvote it, whatever percentage you want to use. If you truly believe in that post, it's 100% upvote. Why is it any different if it's someone else's post or yours? So I upvote stuff that I really, really believe in. If it's just a quick picture and not much going on, I don't even upvote my own stuff because I want to upvote other people's stuff. So you got to like juggle your voting power for one, but you got to understand, like, you got to have your own morals. It's not like you just follow whatever is going on. You can do things your own way.
All right, so there's one bonus. I want to make sure I mention it, and that is re-steams. Whenever you re-steam a friend's post, it automatically is going to show up to all your followers on their feed, and that's just the best way to help people see what you like.
Okay, guys, so that is our 10 traits of curation. We knocked them all out together. I'm pretty sure you had to have learned something here and maybe got a new way of looking at this big picture. There's different ways of looking at everything, and we've been probably reading blogs from the same people for a while, so to get somebody like me, new, getting on camera and talking more, this is going to give you a new mindset, perhaps, on all these situations going on here on Steem Blockchain. So I'm asking you, what do you think about all this? I want to hear how you weigh in down in the comments. Leave some actual comments like I told you in the video. Tell me, I'm going to reply back, and we might have like a really good conversation, and who knows what else. And of course, I want to ask Steemit. They're the biggest entity on here, really. They have the most power. I want to ask them, like, the 10 traits of curation that I just listed. Do you agree with all of this? Because this is how I wholly feel in my heart. If you don't agree, like, I need to adjust how I'm doing things maybe, or either I need to adjust how I'm supporting Steemit, but like, I use them for everything. They're my main link. If they don't even think the same way as me, that just doesn't work. So tell me, guys, what y'all think? And of course, if you want, you don't have to. Depends on how you feel about the video. Leave an upvote. Perhaps re-steam, let your friends see it. I love having new people to interact with. And of course, if you want to keep interacting with me, just leave a follow. I'll check your page out. I check out everybody that follows me. If you follow me and I look at your page and I like what you're doing, I'll follow you back. And even if I don't follow you back, I'll reply to every comment you ever leave me. And I'll upvote you randomly all the time because I like manually curating. All right, guys, this has been cool. Made another great video. I love doing this. Keep me motivated. I'll be here during the bear or the bull either way. So peace out, guys.